Hi everybody. We're going to be doing a 15-minute standing practice today. So you don't really need anything for this. You don't even really need a yoga mat unless you happen to have yours out. But we're just going to do this whole practice on our feet, and you're absolutely welcome to sit down and lie down at the end if you like. So if you do want to have a mat or a rug for a little bit of comfort for that, you're welcome to. You could always do this outside as well if it's warm enough. Lie down on the ground. So we're going to start with our feet about hips distance apart and in mountain pose, letting your arms just rest down beside you, or you could even take your hands and rest them at your belly if that feels good for you. Just making sure that your knees are soft and lifting up from the ground. So you might like to close your eyes, and if that makes you feel really wobbly, feel free to keep the eyes open. You might just soften your gaze a little bit. We'll start with a couple of sighing breaths, breathing in deep, and then letting the breath out as a couple more like that. Noticing, if you can, allow your belly to soften as you breathe in. And then sending your awareness all the way down into the soles of your feet. And just taking a moment to lift and spread your toes and place them on the ground nice and evenly. And you might feel like you want to rock slightly forwards and back on your feet. Just feeling the weight transfer across the feet. Maybe rolling from the outside edges to the inside edges. And finding the place where you feel like your feet are flat, spread on the floor, and the weight is even across your feet. You feel balanced over the center. And from there, just bend your knees and straighten your legs a few times. And then find the place where the knees are not locked, but your legs are straight as the feet press down, and you use the strength of the legs to lift up taller. Your tailbone draws down towards the floor, your lower ribs draw in as you lengthen so that you have this nice strong torso. Shoulders spread, soften the belly and the chest. And it might help you to take your hand to the back of your head and just press your head back slightly into your hand so that you create length through the neck, and your chin might slightly draw down and back. Releasing the hand and just seeing if you can keep that same action. So there's a real sense of pressing down through the feet as you lift up through the top of your head. Taking this opportunity here to set yourself an intention for your practice. And perhaps an exploration of this standing posture. And as we move our bodies from side to side, change the shapes a little, can we maintain this same action of pressing down to lift up? Rooted deeply down into the ground as we lift ourselves towards the sky. And that deep connection with the earth and the air around us. Take an inhale and sweep your arms out to the sides. Reach them all the way up towards the sky. Maybe looking up towards your hands. And then bring the palms together. Let your hands drop down. Draw down through the center. We're going to do 4 more of those, some breaths. Keep your feet firmly anchored as you reach out and up. And then drawing the hands down. And keep moving with your breath. So let your breath start to guide the movement, seeing if you can fit the movement within the breath. And it doesn't matter if you don't get your hands all the way up and overhead, if your shoulders are tight, just finding the range of your own movement. One more. And then this time as the hands come down through the center of the body, you can soften your knees and come down into a forward fold. And so bend your knees as much as you need to here, so the torso can start to maybe rest on the thighs and your hands can come down towards the earth. If you need to rest your hands on your legs here for support, that's absolutely okay. Otherwise, if it feels okay for your spine, let your hands drop all the way down. Let your head relax and you might shake your head no and nod it yes. Feeling length across the upper back and the back of your neck. And take a couple of breaths in and out here. And then walking your hands over towards the left side, start to twist a little bit over to that left side. And then walk your hands back to center, walking the hands over to the right side. I'm just going to do that a couple more times, walking from left to right. Keeping your feet firmly planted. And just starting to find this movement through the spine. Maybe the side body starts to open. You just do one more on each side. And then coming back to center, folding forwards, letting the head relax. And then pressing into your feet, soft knees as you roll yourself all the way back up again. Sweep your arms to the sky, stretch tall. And then bring your hands to your heart. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up. And this time catch hold of your left wrist, ground into your feet and take a side bend over. So bending over to the right side, stretching through the left side of your body. Take an inhale there. As you exhale, release the hands, come back to center. Sweeping your arms all the way back up again, taking hold of your right wrist this time, side bend over the other way. Just watch that you don't kind of stick the ribs out or the opposite way, curling forwards. Try and keep your torso in line with your legs and your hips. Another breath in. Releasing the hands, come back to center. Let's take an inhale, sweep both hands up. And then take your hands down and back behind you. So take them to the base of your spine. Press the heels of the hands into the back of your body. Draw your elbows towards each other. Soften your knees, press your hips forwards, lift your chest. And coming back into a little back bend. And we really want to make sure that the knees are soft here, so they're not locking the knees. And you want to keep pressing your hips forwards, so there's a little engagement through the glutes, supporting your body to start to open. Feet spread on the floor. You might be able to look up and back. And then slowly lifting all the way back up again. Release your arms and then just start to shrug your shoulders up and back a few times. Lifting your shoulders all the way up towards your ears and back and down. And then shrugging them up and forwards. And then taking your feet a little bit wider than hips distance apart. Again, the knees are nice and soft. Let your arms relax. And then start to spin a little bit from side to side. So letting your arms be nice and soft and heavy. So watching for walls and furniture around you. And just letting the arms actually flap around the body as you move from your core. Just taking another couple of these, letting it slow down a little bit and then letting your arms come all the way back to center. Just give your arms a little bit of a wiggle and a shake. And then bringing your feet back together again. We're going to bend the knees and sit down into chair pose. So sinking your hips down, feet about hips distance apart, and then starting to sweep your arms up beside your ears and drawing the shoulder blades onto the back of your body if you can to open your chest. And sinking the weight slightly back into your heels here, but keep drawing it up through the inner thighs. Nice heating practice. As we inhale here, sink a little deeper. And then as you exhale, draw your elbows down, letting the breath out. And you might like to do a little dragon breath here. As we inhale, reach up. And then exhale, a little fiery energy into our practice. We're going to do 3 more. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. And then bring the hands to the heart. Exhale to forward fold. You might take your feet a little bit wider if you like. Maybe your hands come to either elbow into ragdoll, little sway from side to side. And then from there, slowly rolling yourself all the way back up again. Sweep your hands to the sky, stretch tall, lift your chest, look up. And bringing your hands to your heart. From here, taking the weight into your right foot. We're going to lift the left leg, so coming into a little balance. Flex your left foot towards your knee, your toes towards your knee, and really anchor down through that right leg. From there, we're going to step back into warrior one. So the left leg comes back behind you, turn the toes out, bend your front knee and step back. Finding warrior one with your feet, making sure the hips and shoulders come towards the front of your mat. From there, let's take the hands all the way up to the sky. You can either separate the arms, or if you want to build a little bit more strength into it, and you can with your shoulders, bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, release your index fingers. Draw your biceps towards your ears, and then really lengthen your tailbone towards the earth. Draw your lower ribs in and lift up as you press down. So feel that action of pressing down through your feet to lift up through those fingers. Vira Mudra. Nice strong warrior shape. See if you can keep breathing. Keep the eyes soft. And then take another breath. And then start to bring your weight forwards onto your front foot to come into warrior 3, lifting back leg and lifting the arms forwards. And if that's too strong for you, you can come back to hands to the heart or hands down beside you. Keep breathing. Next, exhale, step your left foot down to join your right foot. Sink down into chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart. And then take a twisted chair, left elbow to the outside of your right thigh, twisting over to your right side in chair shape. Right shoulder draws back. Your eye gaze might turn over your right shoulder here. Take another 3 breaths. And then slowly pressing into your feet, lift your hands up nice and tall, stretch tall, and bring your hands to your heart. Take the weight into your left foot, lift your right knee, flex your toes towards the knee, anchoring down through the left leg. And then from there, stepping back to find warrior 1 on the other side. So right foot grounds, right heel grounds, left knee forward, sweep your hands up. Option to find Vira Mudra again. Left thumb crosses over the top of the right thumb, interlace fingers, index fingers pointing towards the sky. Really feeling this sense of lifting up out of your pelvis towards the sky as the feet continue to ground down. And fully taking your place here, halfway between the earth and the sky. And then after your next breath, start to bring your weight into your left foot, lift your right leg up, find warrior 3. And modifying as you need to. And then step your right foot down to join your left, sink your hips nice and deep. Hands to the heart. Take your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh, twisting over to the left side, looking up over your left shoulder. Take another 3 breaths. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Lift up through the inner ankles. And coming back to center, take an inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Separating your feet, let your hands come down beside you, find mountain pose. Finding the rhythm of your breath, you might like to find an ujjayi breath here. Taking the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, just behind your top teeth. And softening the jaw as you bring your lips together gently. Breathing in and out of your nose with a gentle constriction at your throat. Sound of a gentle snore or the subtle sound of the ocean wave. And you're welcome to finish your practice here in a standing meditation if you like. Or you can come to sit, or you can come to lie down and extend your legs out in front of you. Let your arms rest beside you, or let your hands rest on your belly. And let go of the ujjayi breath and just let your breath settle into its natural rhythm. Noticing how your body feels. Even after just a short 15-minute standing practice. And then whenever you feel ready, you can bend your knees up. And bring your knees in towards your chest and just hug your knees in towards you. If you're on the floor, otherwise you might just like to bring a little bit of movement into your body. And if you're lying down, you can roll to the side, bring yourself to sit. You're welcome to finish in a seat or standing, bringing the palms of your hands in front of your heart, lifting the top of your head up to the sky. You might like to offer up any benefits or insights from this practice, perhaps reflecting back on your intention. And you're welcome to join to close with one long Om together. Take an inhale. And letting your head bow gently towards your hands. You can blink open your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you for practicing. May you go well.